Hey Internet Wanderers, this is gonna be somewhat of an unscripted video just because I wanted to talk about this. So the last few weeks has been quite an active time for Half-Life fans. The amount of investigating and sleuthing and I guess a lack of a better word, coping from the community has been at an all-time high. Now listen, Half-Life fans have always been known to make mountains out of anthills for a long time. Literally anytime that there's a crumb of information about Half-Life 3, somebody could dig up files from a Dota 2 update that references Half-Life, or maybe there could be like residual files left over in the code of Deadlock, for example. Anything. As long as people can interpret that there is Half-Life to be found in this news or file or whatever, people are going to think that it's evidence towards the existence of Half-Life 3. But over the last, I would say, month and a half, maybe 2 months, there has been so much news, so much activity from Valve and unofficial sources. I would say that, at least in terms of evidence with substance, there has been more stuff that came out in the last 2 months than there has been in, I don't know, the last 5 years maybe. Hello Internet Wanderer, my name is Argonax. I make video reviews, essays, commentaries, and shorts. I hope you enjoy my content enough to do all the YouTube things such as liking and subscribing, and special shout out to all the channel members to who I am extremely grateful for their support. Their contributions mean the world to me, and it helps keep the channel going. But enough of all that, let's get back to the topic at hand. The voice actor of G-Man made a post during New Year that had the entire Half-Life community raving, trying to find out any pieces of evidence they could from this one post that the guy made. You see, his post has a video of him like slow panning over what appears to be an album cover art. And then when you view the album cover, it has numbers on one of the buildings in the background that shows 197. And these three numbers have gotten the community in such an uproar, such a crazed state that they're trying to find what this could mean for Half-Life or Valve in general. They're analyzing everything that they can with these numbers. Forget the number 3, people are losing their minds over 197. I remember there was a post that was talking about how many official tweets the Valve official Twitter page had made, and around that time, Valve has made 196. People were expecting the 197th post to be this big reveal of, I don't know, Half-Life or something, but no, it wasn't. Just for context, that 197th post was them announcing that Steam OS, the operating system, is going to be available on third-party hardware, which in of itself is actually a pretty big deal. That means Valve's operating system now exists on systems made by other companies. Officially, that is. That's pretty big, but obviously that's not what people wanted. There have been so many posts trying to find out what the meaning of this number is. It's gotten to the point where people expect it to be some sort of elaborate guerrilla marketing ploy by Valve, maybe some sort of ARG or just a very complex puzzle or hint. Or more likely, maybe Mike Shapiro is just trolling us. I don't know. Again, this is just the cover art of an album that he made. But I don't know. You have to also remember that the Half-Life 2 20-year documentary came out in November. And in it, the Valve developers kind of admit that they wanted to finish the work on Half-Life 2 Episode 3, or maybe even Half-Life 3. Hell, Gabe Newell even ends the documentary by stating that Half-Life is a tool for new innovations in games. I'm not gonna repeat the entire quote, you can just read it there on screen. But come on, you can't tell me that that is not like a pseudo admission that, yeah, Half-Life is a big deal and we owe it to you guys to make a new game, that is. Because Half-Life 3 means a lot to many people. I know that I'm a huge fan of Half-Life and Valve in general, but in the grand pantheon of Half-Life superfans or Valve superfans, I am nowhere near the top. Of course, you got the usual big content creators like Tyler McVicker or Gabe Follower, but I want to highlight another channel that some of you might not know about. The channel is called Hazard Time, and this guy has been documenting everyday news about Half-Life for 230 days.
Today is January 7th, 2025, and this is your daily Half-Life 3 update. There is no news about Half-Life 3.
That is 5.5 years of continuous video uploads about anything that he can report on about Half-Life. That is an insane level of dedication. But one thing that I also want to talk about is more of an anecdote, if nothing else. But I have a lot of non-Half-Life or non-Valve fan friends, and they know about the lunacy that Half-Life 3 can cause among us Half-Life fans. But whenever I tell them about all the recent stuff that's been going on, the thing that they bring up that is as close to a smoking gun as I guess this whole thing can have is the tweet that Mike did during New Year. The fact that he has a Twitter account that was very inactive, it was basically dormant for close to 4 years. He doesn't post a lot, right? And as far as voice acting work goes, Mike Shapiro is mostly only really associated with Valve. So you have a voice actor who only really works with Valve, or at least is heavily associated with them, comes back after a long hiatus and makes a seemingly random post about Half-Life, and Half-Life is one of the hashtags in his tweet. I don't know, it's just so blatant. It's so in our faces. I think that this is the one thing that fans obviously are aware of, but I don't think they grasp how just not subtle this is. It's almost like it's a huge billboard in your face, but you just can't see it. Obviously, this isn't the most substantial or official way to report on a game's existence. But when it comes to talking about something as ephemeral and unknowable as Half-Life 3 and a company like Valve, having one of their most well-known voice actors make a post that teases Half-Life, I don't know, that seems pretty cut and dry. I also found out about this today that if you go onto Steam and look at Valve's developer page and you go down to the games that they've released and click on upcoming games, you will only see one game on there, Deadlock, which is unsurprising. Deadlock is in an early playtest, invite only. You guys kind of know already what Deadlock is. Very unfinished game, so obviously it's there in upcoming games. However, if you look to the list on the left side, it says that there are technically supposed to be 2 games on there, except you can only see Deadlock. This again has also gotten people raving crazy, trying to decide, oh crap, did Valve upload a secret game onto Steam and it's just invisible and no one else can see it right now? Some online detectives claim that when they checked on the Wayback Machine that this is just a store page for the Steam gift cards or something like that. But then comments also state that this could be a visual bug due to how the Wayback Machine interacts with Steam. So I don't really know who to believe here. But I don't know, you tell me. Open up Steam and go to the Valve developer page. If it's still there and it still says 2 games, I don't know. Valve can easily remove that. Are they teasing us? Because I know for a fact that Valve definitely knows about the impact and legacy that Half-Life has. It is definitely known that Valve likes to check on Half-Life subreddits quite often. So they know the fervor that the Half-Life community is in right now. I just can't help but think that all of this is some extremely elaborate and convoluted way to tease us. Am I losing it? Maybe. Is the Half-Life community losing it? Most definitely. But hey, just like any good conspiracy theorist out there, it doesn't matter if I believe in 1,000 crazy things, but the moment that one of those conspiracy theories I believe in is proven true, then might as well all of it is proven true. Except in this case, Half-Life fans aren't crazy conspiracy theorists. They don't believe in 1,000 crazy things like Flat Earth, lizard people, or the fact that Riot Games is a decent game developer. No, they only believe in one conspiracy theory, and that is Half-Life 3 is coming. It's definitely coming. It has to be. There's too much evidence to support that it isn't coming. So yeah, that's me. The crazy doomsday prophet, the crazy guy who is gonna claim I told you so in like a few months whenever Half-Life 3 definitely comes out, 100%, trust me bro. Yeah, that's gonna be us, all of us. Unless it doesn't, in which case, I'll just keep playing, I don't know, fucking Tekken or something. Jeez. Apologies if this video is very messy and unorganized. I just wanted to make it because I wanted to really hammer home how much excitement and anticipation there is in the Half-Life community right now. And again, if nothing ends up happening, it's fine. It's whatever. Half-Life fans are used to it at this point. But in the snowball chance in hell that something actually does happen, well, oh shit, Half-Life is back, boys. Or at least that's what I would want to believe. Thanks for listening to me rave and rant, Internet Wanderer. Do the YouTube things.